everyone. Today we are here to interview Mr. K.Srinivas sir, MLA of Eskota constituency.
Hello sir, good morning. Today we are here to interview you and we want to know a few valuable things from your end. We are from Lendy College. I'm Alekhya and he's my friend Rahul.
Okay. So, are both of you in engineering or computer science?
Yes sir, we are from Computer Science Department.
Sir, can we know about your educational life and childhood?
I did a master's in computer science in US. I attended University of Texas. When it comes to my childhood, I grew up in a small village. So my background is a pretty rural background. So I went to government elementary school and government high school. So all my education was through public education system. I never attended a private school or college. So since our government schools were good and our teachers were good, I did well in my 10th class and then I did well in my intermediate and then I got into engineering college, JNTU College of Engineering, Kakinada. So I did my electronics and communication engineering and then I did my master's in computer science. So that's, in a nutshell, that's my background.
Yes. Sir, is software your passion from starting or did you pursue it because you did a major in computer science?
No, software was not my passion. I wanted to become an electronics engineer, so that's why I joined in ECE. However, when I went to US to do my master's, computer science field was coming at that time. I went to US in 90. So at that time, electronics department was kind of, they were branching out and they started a computer science department. So it looked more appropriate for the changes that were coming in technology. So I thought, okay, computer science would be nice. And otherwise, I was not envisioning myself as a software engineer when I was in high school. After I went to US, I thought computer science is probably a good field and so I got it.
So what inspired you to enter into the politics?
Well, politics is basically, it's not about contesting an election, winning or losing. Politics is you are with the people, and since my background is pretty rural, and my family, my entire family members, they were all in politics. Like, you know, your dad is a deputy DC, so we all are from villages. In villages, usually politics is it's pretty common. You see a village sarpanch, and then in a mandal level you have mandal MPPs, mandal presidents, and Jilla Parishad members, MPPCs. So while growing up, it was there. So I did not have to do a whole lot of reading and getting education about politics because it was right in front of me. So even though I am a software engineer, in my upbringing and then the people around me, they were all in politics. So I knew politics well, but I did not plan on coming into politics. So I had a few family members who became MLAs, and then one of my uncles was the Samti president. That Samti president post, it's not there anymore. It was there prior to 83, before NTR became the chief minister. So since I was with them for a few elections, I came from the US. I helped my uncles. So in the in that process, I ended up contesting in 2009. So, more than participating in elections, since I had an opportunity to do well in life, I thought I would help my neighbors, my relatives in my village and also in our area. So once I started doing some charity work, and they have recognized in me that okay, Srinivas he has all the education, he has all the knowledge on how to really help us out. And so politics is nothing but just being with people and identify what they need and how we can actually make our area better and our neighbors' lives better. That's all politics is all about. So politics is inherently in me. If you want to be with more people, you think about them. So what can we do constructively to improve our area and our lifestyle and our social economic structure? So that naturally came out in me. So it's not like I have planned to get into politics. Well, the hardest part is politics is not as clean as it was decades back. Politics was pretty clean and all the politicians were there for social service in the early days. Now, business also came into politics. So, if a politician is just if he focuses only on public welfare and the development, then that's good. And the politician is also a businessman. Sometimes his business interests come and interfere with politics. So he may serve his own business interests while being an MLA or an MP. So sometimes there will be a conflict of interest, and I see a lot of politicians who are coming into politics with a conflict of interest. So when you see some of those people, if you try to talk about these things, they don't receive it well. So that is a tough part because it's a cultural change. So sometimes I see a lot of politicians coming to power, try to get into power to serve themselves, they are the public. And some of the people around us also have that attitude. So when they are in our own party, it's hard to counsel them, and they sometimes do not take it well. But still, our Chief Minister is so committed to give a transparent administration and then corruption-free government. For me, at least the problem is mitigated now. So the CM, Chief Minister is so honest and so transparent. So I can talk to the rest of the cadre in our constituency, the local leaders. See, the Chief Minister he is so focused on giving corruption-free administration, you cannot bring your personal interest to do politics. So, but otherwise it is a tough job. So, and you also have to deal with so many people. See, only one person gets selected out of 4 to 5 lakh people. The waters, let's say, the waters are little over 2 lakhs and the population is probably 4 lakhs. So when a lot of people come, you may not have enough time to talk to everybody, and sometimes so many people coming in trying to talk to you at the same time. Sometimes you miss out important things, and whoever is in front of you will present his issue. Sometimes you don't get enough time to address the collective issues for the constituency. That's a problem.
where do you see? Sir, can you give us a message to youth regarding their goals?
Yes. Youth. See, while I was growing up, all I learned was, oh, we had to go to school, we had to get to study well, we had to get a job. In addition to that, without my knowing, there was the value system was extraordinary back in those days. Like if you do something wrong, our parents used to come and they used to discipline us. And also our teachers, our friends, they never used to condone bad behavior. If you are rude to somebody, they would come, no, say your rude behavior is hurting somebody's feelings. And it's not, in addition to that, my uncle, my father, they always used to teach me. It's not about money and your prosperity, it's all about, you also have to maintain values. So, corruption is basically not good. But today, a lot of people do not condone corruption in their own family and friends. I talked about this in the assembly. When you condone bad behavior of your family and friends, change will never come in the system. Because your son and your brother and your friends, if they are corrupt and if you are not condoning it, how can you expect good things from the society? People say politicians are corrupt, officers are corrupt. But who are politicians and officers? They are all from your own family. They are all coming from our own family. While growing up, if you do not condone bad behavior, after their 21, 25 years value system, they cannot get value system after they are fully grown. So when you are growing up, all I would say is, for all the children, especially from our rural areas, you really have to work hard because there's a lot of competition out there. If you don't study well, if you don't learn what you're supposed to learn when you're young, after you're 20, 25, you cannot learn a whole lot more. Because whatever you learn, you can learn in the first 20, 25 years. After that, it is only fine-tuning. You cannot change your core. So you have to work hard. Then you all have to maintain the value system, honesty, integrity, hard work. These are all values. A lot of people want to do well, they want to get good jobs, they want to become CEOs, they want to become very successful in life. But you can try to be, you can aspire to be very successful, but not through corruption. You should not leave your value system. So, today, everybody goes to private schools. They study hard math, they do well in math and science. But math and science are good. You do well in tests, you get good jobs. But when you get into job, you have to maintain honesty and integrity. In order to get promoted or to do well, if you take corrupt paths, that you don't serve well for the society. You may serve well for yourself because you take shortcuts and you become a CEO, you become rich. But if you don't have honesty and integrity, you don't appreciate honesty and integrity of other individuals. So, the message is, at the end of the day, it's a society, we all have to do well and make sure everybody else does well. For the kids, I say, work hard, get good education, and also maintain your values. That's the only message they can do.
Thank you, sir.
Good.